Good day. Everybody out there is having a good one. If you're into finding new music and music news, reacts, reviews, and all that good stuff, and just finding music from all around the world, things you didn't know you needed in your life, you might want to take a look around, like, comment, subscribe, tell us about a band that we should know about that we haven't checked out already. Definitely, this is a great place to find a lot of different music from all genres from all around the world. Now, a bit of music news. Now, one platform that I really push a lot is Bandcamp, and those who know me, I kind of crap on Spotify because it's not really conducive by the artist. And there's an article that put it great, but Bandcamp could be in trouble as we know it. Now, they had unionized and they had done a deal where so they basically got traded off to Songtradr, which you'd think would be a great idea because Songtradr is where you can license music, it's all that, but it came with a little bit of a caveat. But first, a little bit of backtracking. Now, where there is Epic Games is the owner or was the owner of Bandcamp. Now, before this, the Sony in them had melded together because Sony saw a window in to the fact that they could have access to a whole nother group of people where they could do, like, they had the Travis Scott thing in Fortnite. They had a few other artists that had done this. And it worked out with great success. And they saw some opportunities. Now, again, Songtradr is a place that you could license music and all that stuff, but the problem is when they made this switch, half the people that worked at Bandcamp got laid off. Now, Epic Games, the company that acquired Bandcamp in March 2022, now they had already done a $250 million deal with Sony around 2020, I believe. Now, Bandcamp was acquired for $270 million was finalized its sale with the licensing company Songtradr. The rest of the roughly 120 employees will be laid off by Epic and receive 6 months severance package, which even here they say that's pretty generous in the tech industry. But I think it has something to do with the fact that they unionize and everything. Bandcamp employees are reportedly receiving 6 months of severance pay, unusually generous terms for the tech industry, which might have something to do with them choosing the unionization in March. An alliance with the Tech Workers Union 1010. Epic Games cut staff by 16% and sold off Bandcamp, saying it was still far short of financial sustainability. But we have another article here with NPR that really breaks down. It says Spotify and Bandcamp could not be more opposite, which is very correct. Now, where Spotify highlights playlists and often of its own creation, Bandcamp sticks to the albums. They're like going into a record store, but virtually, and it houses music from not only mainstream artists, but a lot of independent artists. And that's where a lot of independent artists can go and sell their merch. Now, where, you know, Bandcamp sticks to the album or any other format has, you know, that's been determined by the artist. Where Spotify pays royalties according to a little understood formula that can only be analyzed by reverse calculations. So you need damn accountants to figure out how much you're getting screwed by Spotify. Bandcamp lets artists and labels choose their own prices, where Spotify requires working through a limited number of distributors to access. Spotify requires to access their service. Bandcamp is open to anyone. So you could just go on Bandcamp and check out what's going on there. You can only go, you know, so far. There's the web app and the stuff like that, but they live and breathe off their ad revenue. Now, I have some ideas or some opinions and some stuff that's been brought up from some of you commenters that have brought up some pretty good ideas on what Bandcamp should do. Whereas Spotify has a revenue stream dependent on ads and data, Bandcamp operates in a simple revenue share with artists and collects no information on its users. Okay, and that's people that, you know, that's even people that have accounts, buy music on a regular basis, have a thing. You can go look at all the bands that I've picked out. I'm continually adding to it. Spotify is now worth an estimated, at the time of this article, was worth $54 billion on the stock market. Now, at the same time, despite having never shown an annual profit, Spotify hasn't made money at all. It's just continued to lose money, but because major labels own about 80% of it, it's being like held together on life support. Now, and that's why they make all these playlists. They're trying to really use the algorithm. And this is the thing that I think Bandcamp should take an opportunity to, you know, okay, great. You got with Song Trader. Now, what would be a great idea is if you want to bring more people over to hang out on your platform and look around more, make it more of a social platform. Add a few elements to it that make it more of a social thing where, you know, not just artists, but people that use the platform to obtain music also have playlists of artists that are on the platform that they can listen to and they can get themselves. They are, you know, I mean, look, you can go to somebody's account or whatever and, you know, see what they got, what they recommend, see the bands that they got on their lists. But I think it could be shaped and reformed into a much better streamlined thing for the regular user, that would kind of like a social and music thing kind of wrapped into one. And I think Spotify, the little bit that it does where people making the playlists and all that stuff, I think that it acquires a little bit more of that element. But Bandcamp is slowly but surely, it is growing, and they want to see more return quicker. That's why they slash cropped half of the employment. Just, yep, see ya. They gave them a great severance, and that's great. 6 months should give you enough time to, you know, not only sustain you, but find other work in other places. Now, Song Trader also gave that other half, you know, a package and, you know, a job, or offered them employment in whatever situation. I if things just stay the way they are right now, and Bandcamp just keeps getting sold off, and other companies, I mean, are we willing to give up like Bandcamp Fridays? I mean, if that would help this company make money, quicker and be able to stay alive, uh, I see this company it's much more fair to the creators that are putting music out there. Now there are, obviously there's also DistroKid and there's all those places that put you in all these different places, and those distribution places are great. But Bandcamp is really this one stop shop that could be utilized a little bit better as a social platform, and I think also bring in more revenue, more eyes. They might have billions of people that utilize it, but not the same way that Spotify gets utilized. So if they change their UI a little bit and maybe made it more, I don't want to say Spotify-ish, but if that's what people are, don't just gravitate to the person that wants to buy the vinyl. That's like a record store that only sells one kind of music. Well, you're only going to get a particular customer that comes in. And that's kind of what Bandcamp is doing in a way. Is they're appealing to people that really, appreciate artists that, that want to, but they could also be offering it up in a way that they could much better utilize. Now, where they're with Songtrader, they could also get mixed in a lot and have a lot more of those mainstream artists that have that pull, that bring that audience. So if this was done correctly, this could be a good buy. But if things stay the way they are, and it keeps getting just sold off and sold off and sold to the next person, this could be, and who knows what Songtrader is going to do with Bandcamp as it stands right now. They could just end Bandcamp Fridays. They could, I think from looking at the outside and what they sold it for and everything, I think they took, after that Sony money dried up, they were like, okay, we need to regain some of our, we lost some money on this. They didn't use it right. They really should have had a connection with game developers and Bandcamp more. There should have been more of this, licensing music or music that can be used in the games, where they really dropped the ball when it came to owning Bandcamp. Now, let's see if Songtrader can pick up the ball and run with it. I hope that this, hopefully, even though that there's a little bit of a sting of this buyout or this sell-off, this could also, if done right, be a good thing. But if we continue the same course, it's like, if you're only appealing to the same people all the time, you're only going to get the same people all the time. Hope everybody out there is having a great day. What do you think? I mean, what would you do? And what do you think Bandcamp should do? Do you use Bandcamp? Would you go there if it was more set up like a social? I've heard people say, make it more akin to like MySpace in a way, or have that area in it. I know that this involves server space. This involves, it's not just that easy. It's not just, okay, yeah, let's just turn it into, but you could really generate that audience if you add some more social capabilities that brought people together. because there are a lot of people that go for a lot of bands. There are certain bands on Bandcamp that have a pull. They have a big audience, whether that audience been in the thousands or the millions or whatever. It's really something. I think if they did just a few little tweaks, they could get a much better return on their investment, especially where they had to lay off half the staff and all that. It's kind of scary. And I don't want to see Bandcamp, be put away and then we be left with only the choice of bands being ripped off by Spotify. Spotify to me for bands is a way to lead them to Bandcamp. Here's a taste of our music. If you want the full album, it's for sale on our website, or you could go to Bandcamp and go get it over there, or whatever. But let me know what you think. I hope you're having a great day out there. I hope it's going as good as it possibly can be. We got tons more news, reviews, all that stuff. Yeah, definitely let me know what you think, because this could be good, and this could be bad. Bandcamp, could really be in trouble. And I mean, I've been pushing Bandcamp for years. I think it does great for artists. I think, they just need maybe more of the input from the audience. Say, hey, if you did this, you might get more, maybe Spotify a little bit, I don't know. I don't completely know what the answer is, but I know that this could be a good thing if done. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a great day out there, everybody.